Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Samhain, happy fall, whatever you may be celebrating this gorgeous, gorgeous season. This month, in conjunction with our runes, we will be using, as it is the season, the adorable Halloween Tarot by Kipling West. Then as always, be sure to join me after part 1 of your reading here on YouTube over on my Vimeo channel. I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the Halloween Oracle by Stacey Demarco for your spiritual guidance for the month of October. You will find that link below in the description box, along with any other details about the channel and myself that you might need. So without further ado, let's see what is in store for you zombies and ghouls and werewolves and vampires out there. Hey Aries, let's see what you're gonna be up to in October. Get our runes out here. See what's going on with Aries. October 2019 for Aries. So as always, keep in mind, these are general readings, Aries. So not all of these messages will be for you. Some are going to be for the other Aries that are watching. Check the video for your rising sign as well to get additional messages and information. In fact, most months you'll probably find that that is the one that's more accurate anyway. But you can always set up a private session with me if you would so desire, and we can take a look at your specific circumstances and the specific people in your life rather than this very general setup. But let's see what's going on in the present. It's interesting because you got just enough runes for each position. In the present, we have the Queen of Imps. This could be you. So present is going to be the energy from end of September into early October-ish here, Aries. But yeah, we got a fire sign person. It can be male or female in these general readings. It's going to be different depending on who all I'm talking to. So just use it as it applies. Insert favorite pronoun here. But yeah, either another Aries, a Sag, or Leo, or it's you. Let me see what's coming through. Well, some of you are moving or traveling because we got a big shift or change happening, and it could have started happening again because we're talking about the end of September into this month. Yeah, I do think it has to do with home, with family. Someone may be leaving the home. Maybe you've got a child moving out. Maybe a roommate's moving out. A spouse is moving out. Going to be a former spouse. Or you're moving. But yeah, there's big shifts and changes happening around the home and family front. But I mean, you're in the upright here. So I feel like if it's not you moving on, moving forward, leaving one job for another, leaving one place for another, you're still happy about the changes that are happening. And in fact, you've instigated them or you started them here, Aries. It was your idea. You're excited to move on. I'm feeling an excitement. Like I'm excited for this change to happen. So, if you're buying a new car in October, don't go into a huge amount of debt for it. I'm feeling like somebody out there may be considering buying a car that's really out of their price range, and you don't want to finance all that. It's not going to be worth it. Because yeah, we got this 5 of Pentacles over here, and it's coming up as your challenge. So don't drain your bank account on a convertible. Don't have a midlife crisis, Aries. I mean, you can have one, but don't buy a sports car. Don't go into debt for a sports car. But yeah, let's talk about the challenge here with the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it is financial difficulty, having trouble making ends meet, feeling kind of hopeless about that. It's your challenge either to get out of this or not to put yourself into this situation here, Aries. And some of you, it could be because you've got this person like moving out. Like maybe you're like, how am I going to pay the rent? Or, you know, or maybe you're both moving because it's going to be just too much for you to pay for something on your own, pay the rent, pay the mortgage. Others of you could be having conflict or arguments, disagreements with other family members about the care of a mother figure or a grandmother, an older female figure in the family who maybe needs hospital care, or maybe needs to go to the nursing home, or maybe you need to find her some kind of assisted living, but everybody's going to have to contribute. And you're just like, my God, I don't know how I'm going to, maybe the amount that it costs is surprising you, shocking you, and your challenge is to find a solution that is not going to drain your bank account, right? Not going to take all of your money. Others of you, your challenge could be just finding a job, right? Or finding a job that's going to pay you enough money to pay all your bills and not feel like you're constantly scrimping and trying to find money in the couch or in the car, or, where you're going to have enough money to meet your needs. Because this is a card of lack. Like, our needs are not being met, right? They're going to have to go to the church and get some help from the church. It's there, though. The help is there. Some of you, that could be your challenge, is to ask for help from someone that you maybe don't get along with. Maybe it is your mom or your mother-in-law. And it's like, God, I don't want to go to them and ask for a loan because then they'll hold it over my head. But I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. That maybe, if the help is available, you may have to swallow your pride, Aries. And I know that's hard for you to do it, but better that than, not having enough money to feed yourself or your kids, or, or pay your bills, or have your lights turned off or something. So a lot of different things to consider here, Aries. It looks like a lot of you are, it looks good here at the end, though. Your challenge, though, for whatever change you're making or whatever the shift is that you're making, is to, I think, figure out or how you're going to, like, have all the money that you need to keep moving forward. And you may have to move, it looks like, in order to do that. But again, it seems like you're excited about it. The help that's going to be available, got the 8 of Pumpkins. So you are working hard, and if you are looking for work, you're making it your job to look for work in the month of October, or that's going to be a help to you, is to definitely, like, every day you don't have a job, make it your job to find a job. But I think many of you are already working. It's just for whatever reason, maybe if this, these circumstances change, you may not be able to do it on your own, because it seems like maybe you've had some help and then somebody has dropped the ball. Maybe it's your spouse or your sig other, whoever you live with, that has lost their job, and so it's putting all the burden on you in some way. And maybe it's been that way since August, actually, with the 8 here. July, August, we've got a 7 too. Maybe somebody else lost their job months ago and they're just not doing anything to find another job. You may feel like they're slacking off, and the weight has all fallen on your shoulders. It's got a lot of lazy, especially lazy male cards, not putting in the effort, not pulling their weight, just kind of slacking off, probably laying on the couch, playing video games, whatever. While you're working. This could be your kids too, Aries. Doesn't have to be. But it's someone that you live with, and somebody whose expenses you are paying and they're not contributing. So maybe time for those kids to put down those controllers and get a part-time job. Mow some lawns, rake some leaves during the fall, right? Bale some hay. Do something to earn a little bit of money, at least for their own expenses. Anything that would help you out, any little bit would help you out here. Anything to kind of take all of the weight off your shoulders here. But I do feel like those of you that are looking for work, you are going to be getting an opportunity. Now, it may not be your dream job with the Eight of Pentacles. It'll be kind of more of the same, but there is financial stability that comes with this. The Eight of Pentacles is very stable. You'll be working hard, but it will probably be something that requires a lot of attention to detail. There is an element of apprenticeship here, so you may be expanding your skills or learning a new skill on top of those you already know. But this is definitely building on a foundation of past experience for you. So it would be in line with something that you've done before. And now you could just be accepting a job with more responsibility where you're at work, and that's how you're gonna make ends meet or increase your money is to take on more responsibility. Maybe you didn't really want to do that, or we're trying to avoid it or get out of it. I don't really want to do that, but it may be the solution to your problems in October here, Aries. So something to consider. So yeah, I do feel like most of you are going to be able to avoid this. You just may have to take on more hours, take on more work, kind of increase things that maybe you were trying to kind of not increase, or move into a position that maybe you were trying to avoid because maybe it's a thankless position or it's a lot of hours with not a lot of appreciation. But if it comes with more money, it does appear it's going to be worth it for you here, Aries. And maybe it's maybe going to be worth it if you can kick out some of these people, some of these slackers who aren't pulling their weight. What must be accepted? We got the Seven of Ghosts in reverse. This is the Seven of Cups in other decks. Here's what it looks like in the upright. So this is choosing an option, narrowing down your option to one thing, and kind of cutting through the confusion here. So yeah, whatever has been confusing, if it's been difficult to make a decision and stick to it, or to pick an opportunity or pick a direction you want to go, job-wise, career-wise, personally, whether it's personal or professional, there's something karmic going on here in October with when it comes to your path, Aries. So circumstances and things that are happening to motivate you to make a change, or to motivate someone else to make a change that's going to affect you, right? But this is a time of reaping too. You've got the rune of fall. So I think this is just the start of it, honestly, because after all, the start of fall technically is September 21. So October is really the first full month of that. And I do feel like all of the fall between now and December 21st is going to be very powerful for you, Aries. You're going to find it a time of reaping. So this may be the month that all of that starts, and you're like, okay, I've got to avoid this energy of lack. And so I've got to figure out some new ways to do that. I've got to take some new initiatives or do some new things to make sure that I don't stay here or get stuck here, or that I have other options. And you're narrowing these down in October to one. I feel like for many of you, this may be a decision regarding job, and it is going to bring in the money that you need. It may also be a decision regarding where you're going to live. If you've got several options, you may be figuring that out as well. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for all of you. Again, some of you may be moving, others of you may be kicking someone out and maybe moving someone else in. Whether that's love or romance or just a roommate, whatever, that could be the solution. Like if you're going to be separating or going through a divorce, but you need somebody to pay that part of the mortgage or help out with the bills, a roommate situation could be the solution, because the outcome is the Four of Imps, which is the Four of Rods in other decks. You could have another fire sign moving in with you. Again, this Queen of Imps could be somebody who's helping you out, who's gonna, could be this relative too that you don't always get along with, but who is gonna be a help to you financially in October, or who would help you. But yeah, the Four of Rods, we're talking about home, we're talking about a celebration, we're talking about family, stability, particularly around your environment. So I do feel like whatever is changing in your environment, Aries, it's bringing more stability. So I think by the end of October, however in flux things may feel up until that time, you're going to figure it out. And I think things are going to feel more stabilized and better by the end of the month. So no matter how kind of maybe chaotic or cray-cray things may be earlier in the month, again though, I feel like you're in charge of it. Like you've got a handle on it the whole month. Maybe it's people around you that are, having maybe this is their issue, right? Because it seems like even if this is your issue, you're figuring it out. You're taking control of the situation, narrowing down your options to the best one, the one that's going to work for you, and moving forward with it. And some of you may be leaving one person for another. This is a marriage card, very strong marriage, moving in together. So you could be kicking one out, moving another one in, right away. Somebody out there, and this may apply to just like one person, could be remarrying someone that they were married to before. Giving it a second shot. And I gotta tell you though, with these male runes in reverse, it looks like they haven't changed much as far as initiative or working or taking care of things financially. It doesn't. It looks like they're still kind of lazy about that, or lazy about relationships. But yeah, so I mean, unless you want to support someone, and some women are fine with that, some men are fine with that, but because these are male runes specifically, I feel like especially for Aries women, you may be finding it difficult to deal with someone who's not working, not looking for a job, and if you were maybe together before and they're still that way, or I would definitely do some investigation before hitching your wagon, hitching yourself to their wagon. Is that what the phrase is? Something like that. Because I don't know that it's going anywhere. I think you are, but yeah, it seems like there may be an energy around that would just hold you back, or kind of weigh down your wagon, so that you can't get where you need to go. But yeah, big changes maybe around home and house. I do think if you're moving, Aries, you're finding a beautiful place that's going to be very, very appealing to you, is the word I'm getting, just the way it looks. But I also think the neighborhood is appealing to you. I think there's a lot of excitement around. So some of you could be moving to an area where it's got a younger crowd, or maybe it's kind of, in a city or among the hustle and bustle. You could be moving from the country to the city, or from a small town to a big city. Or, you could just be moving to an artsier district, where there's always stuff to do, live music, things that are, and others of you could be moving away from that sort of thing, right? Maybe you want to move more rural. You want to move where it's quieter. So, because the Four of Rods is all about a very happy, stable home. So, sort of in spite of this energy, or maybe because you kicked this energy out. So, very interesting here, Aries. It does look like a transitional month for you, particularly when it comes to where you're living. Also, work and money are in the picture, and you having to make some decisions. You having to figure out like how you're gonna fix this, how you're gonna make enough money to take care of things, and you may have to kind of crunch some numbers, but you're gonna do it. And I do see you bringing in more money, or finding a job that's gonna stabilize things for you. So yeah, if you're feeling a little bit nervous in October, don't, because I think you're going to work this out. You're going to figure it out. I really think you are forging forward bravely, as Aries is wont to do. But meet me over on Vimeo. Gonna shuffle our Halloween oracle. I want to see what further advice they have for you for the month of October, how to handle these energies, what would be the best course of action. That link over to my Vimeo channel is below if you want to check that out. And I will see you back here next month. Have a happy Halloween.